What up, gang? I want to introduce you to a creating environment I found not too long ago. So I'm a product manager and a project manager. So believe me, I've been around technical environments for a very long time. So when I come across tools that help simplify my experiences on different gigs at any point, I embrace them at full arm's length. And then I also try to see how I can show people how to use these tools to simplify their own processes as well. Now, as a product manager and with my vast experience with technical products, I could tell you firsthand that one of my biggest hassles with building a product has always been waiting on my DevOps engineer to get around cleaning up after every iteration we do, or every improvement we try to add as an add-on or as a real feature. Now, for CreateOS, basically one person could sit and go from idea to functional product in no matter of seconds or minutes, depending on how heavy or how light what you're building is. Now, for the purpose of this video, I have no interest in showing you guys my ideas, but I just want to share quickly with you. So log on to createos.nodeops.network. I might advise that you use your PCs for better responsiveness other than trying to do this with your mobile devices. Alright, so it takes you straight to the landing page, which is here. You can see the create feature, deploy your deployments, templates available to you to use your templates, and then servers. And then on this other side of the screen, you would see services available for you to use, a whole lot of them: ChatGPT, Cloud, Gemini. All of these are packed together in one place to help you, to give you options when you're building, especially if you're vibe coding. So basically, this environment does not neglect anyone. Yeah, it doesn't discriminate if you're a technical creator or a non-technical creator. It is for everyone, and it's as easy as maybe you learning to use Canva to make designs, although in this case it would actually make the designs for you. You just tell it what you want, assuming you're a non-technical creator. So we'll get right down to it. So I'll go ahead and click on create, and it takes me to the create interface, where I can either vibe code or go ahead and tell you what I want to build. But in my case, I have lots of builds, and believe me, I have no interest in showing you anything about, because I'm not about to put my ideas out there. So, but in the meantime, we're just going to quickly build something as simple as a portfolio dApp. And then I just gave it the prompts to build me a portfolio. I didn't even add my personal details. Why I didn't do that is because I just wanted you to see how it works firsthand. So the code is ready, and then the product or project description is here on the left side of the screen. And then you would notice that it has two buttons on the second canvas: the code button and then the preview button. Now the code button lets you see the code itself, but if you went ahead to click on the preview button, you would realize that it takes you straight to preview what you're doing. Now you see that just took seconds to get here. So let's preview this and see what we just did. Alright, so it's generating a preview. I think generation is complete. Now we could go ahead and scroll through to see what we've built. Alright, now I've taken away the CreateOS from the screen, so you'd have a better view of what we're doing here. Now you see, this is a simple portfolio website, and that took me just seconds to build. And I basically didn't even add any information to it, and I just let it do its thing. It picked a random name, gave me a dashboard that I could customize, and put up information about myself and my work experiences for whoever is building, and just go ahead and share the public link whenever I'm done. It has some extra features like the work about and the contact buttons at the top of the screen. But just above that, let's see what this looks like on mobile view. Like I said, once you're done building, you could actually interact with what you built either on PC or on mobile. You see the experiences on either devices. Either set of devices are pretty seamless. So this is just a layout of the exact same page you just saw on the PC side. Now this lets you check for any possible errors you might want to correct depending on or based on the differences between how it displays on PC and how it displays on mobile. So now I'm going to go ahead and download this file. You don't have to, but don't mind me, I'm just a person of habit, so I've downloaded that to my device, and we're going to go ahead and click on deploy. And before deploying, I'm exporting this to my GitHub, and then, like I said, I'm a person of habit. I just like to keep all of these things around in case I need to make references to them at a later point. So we'll go ahead and fetch files, and then create a repository, and that's done. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy this. Now I could have easily deployed using either one of the, let me just go back slightly. All right, so now you can see at the top of the Canva, you could see 3 buttons there. You could see the download button, the export to GitHub button, and the deploy button. Now if you click deploy button from here, yeah, it could easily deploy, but I just want to go back to deploy this somewhat manually, because there are some days where I noticed the deploy button wasn't working automatically. I don't know why that is, but like I said, my personal experience with the product, remember at the beginning of the video when I told you it works, it's just a little bit rough around the edges. All right, so I'll go ahead and then try to deploy this somewhat manually. So I'll go back to the home page, and on the home page you could see the deploy button. So you could click that, and on clicking that, you could see all the options I have. I could deploy via GitHub, or deploy as an image, or then upload the files. Now recall when I downloaded some files barely a few seconds ago, after I had gone through my preview, after I had reviewed the preview it gave me, those files are what I could use my deployment here if I'm uploading. At the same time too, if I wasn't vibe coding and I had already finished building this in a different environment, say my Visual Studio Code, I could interface it. I could either interface it with CreateOS.nodeops.network, or I could come here and upload the files after having saved them from whichever build environment I used. All right, so you have all of these deployment options, but we're going to go ahead and upload, and let's just configure a few things. Create a folder. These are pretty easy steps. I'm just creating a folder here, and I'm going to name it any random thing just to get this over with. These are some of my funny previous folder names. I'm just going to pick one of those. All right, then you could also deploy using AI if you don't want to sit down and do all of these things I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and upload those files now. So you could either upload them as a zip file or multiple files, totally up to you. It doesn't even matter. So basically, you can see how easy they're making everything. So I am going to go ahead and upload mine now, and it's showing network some inspection procedures are failing. I wonder what I missed. Let's find out, guys. Give me a sec, let me get this done. Alright, let's try that again. Same thing. What am I missing, guys? Alright, so basically, while I do this, these are one of those situations where I'm going to switch and try to use multiple files since uploading as a zip file isn't working. These are one of the situations where I'd said doing a particular thing, like the tiny parts here, just the tiny finishings, might stress you sometimes because of your network, your PC layout, or in some cases having certain caches in your PC that you haven't cleared. But now you see, when it did not upload as a zip file, at the moment I switched to uploading them as multiple file, it uploaded with ease, and now it is building. So let's see how long this builds. I'm not going to fast forward this, neither am I going to speed this up. I really want to see how long it takes to build. Or should we speed this up and just to move things along? Let's give it maybe 60 seconds. If it doesn't finish building in 60 seconds, then we could go ahead and move things along. But let's see. And in the meantime, pay attention to the caption on this video. I'm going to upload we could see the build progress actually while I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm going to add the public link to what I just built to the video itself, so you could have a feel of what I built and understand that everything I built here goes directly via AutoGen, and I still have what I built. I don't lose what I built after I've left the page. And did I earlier mention that CreateOS does not reset if my PC were to go off right now or my network were to go off right now? It keeps building. It actually just keeps building till whenever I could put up my PC or my network again to join up with the build. And in some cases, by the time your network is back up, your build is complete and you just go ahead and deploy. Anyways, there are so many advantages to this: saving time, cost, resources. I could go on and on about the advantages of this, especially if you're living in a region like mine where network and power situations could be unstable sometimes. So guys, it's still building. We're going to spend a lot of time building, I guess. So let's just see how long this takes. Remember, the whole purpose of this video was to see how long it takes to go from an idea to a functional app or product. In this case, the idea was just a simple portfolio, because I am not interested in sharing my ideas with you. Oh, now we're done building, so I could go ahead and deploy. It's deploying on its own automatically, so I don't need to do anything else. So I just need to, it's done deploying now, so I can just go ahead and give it a custom domain name or go to the dashboard. I'm not interested in custom domain names now, but this is what it looks like. My build is complete. That's the public link on the screen, and I'm just going to copy that. And now this is, voila, this is what my build looks like. So guys, I'm going to leave my public link on the screen for you guys, so you could come here and interact with what I built, and then maybe leave a few feedbacks if you want to. Don't be so harsh. And that's it from me for today. If I have anything else I'm going to build later that I feel I could share with you guys, of course I'm going to share, but not right now. I feel like I want to keep my ideas close to my chest. So, idea to market fast, CreateOS. I think the future is now. Leave me a follow, leave me a like, share this with anyone you know is dabbling into tech that might have need for this. I mean, if it's free, there is no need gatekeeping this. Ciao.